Yo, what's good, guys? Here's gonna be 10 tips for anime switch. Let me know what you think of them. If you guys have any extra, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can make another video in the future. All right, for tip number one is that if you press the X keybind, it'll allow you to open your mount. For tip number two, if you go inside of the switches menu, you can buy extra slots right here, as you can see, and this can be very helpful. For tip number three, once you're inside of the traits, you'll notice a bunch of them, but the only useful ones are going to be Focus, Godspeed, Vampire, and Hero. I'd make sure to only go for these ones. The other ones aren't bad, but these are the only good ones in my opinion. For tip number four, always hop in the AFK world, because even though it seems like it's not a lot, if when you're sleeping for 7 hours or not doing anything on the game, it can add up and it's just free gems. So I definitely recommend it. For tip number five, instead of trying to get Hero or Vampire for your units, something that might be easier or more helpful is the Focus trait, allowing you to awaken your bar to not drain as long, and can be really good for your infinites when using any evolution. As I'm going to show right here, I'm going to show two Sukunas, one with Focus 2, one with Swift 2, and you're going to see the difference between if like the awakening bar going down or up. As you can see, the bar is going down much faster than before. For tip number six, to make units for evolutions easier, make sure you have a good AoE character to allow you to kill more waves a lot faster. For example, Sukuna, Itachi, and Vegeta. And another thing to mention is to make sure to level these characters a lot and put everything to ability. Tip number seven, if you're trying to get more XP and gems, don't do the most recent world like JJK world. Do the Snow Village or something earlier, as it's easier to grind, meaning you'll get further in the waves, so you get more gems and XP, and just overall better. And if you're using an AoE character, you'll be able to kill these characters on these smaller maps. Make sure on a smaller map like the Snowy Village, if you're trying to utilize your AoE characters to the most. Even then, playing on these easier maps give you more XP anyways, because the bosses have less HP, meaning you'll get further in the waves. For tip number eight, give a majority of all your units into ability, especially for units like Sukuna or AU units like Itachi and Vegeta, like I mentioned before. And always have a unit that has strength in them so you can get your awakening fast. For tip number nine, if there's a unit in the game that's in the main banner, wait for your Mystic Mini to spin on that, because you basically have a 100% chance of getting that unit. But it is important to mention that some units don't go in the main banner, or instead on the Twisted banner. Tip 10, if you haven't completed the story yet, go ahead and do that, but also make sure you complete the Nightmare mode, as it gives you a bunch of gems with a task. But once you are done with that, do much infinites as possible to get the most amount of EXP for your units and yourself. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope these tips help you guys play the game, and please let me know if they did. And if there's any other tips you guys want to give me, like I said at the beginning of the video, let me know in the comments. If there is any other games you guys want me to play and make videos on, please let me know, because Anime Switch, we're running low on content to really make here. But I'll see y'all later.